Today we have a simple recipe for spicy chili oil wontons. It's made with my own homemade chili oil, so it's extra tasty. We're going to feature 3 different kinds of fillings for our wontons. Tell me which filling you like best.
To make the wontons, we have the store-bought wonton wrappers. You can make your own, but this is much faster. Here we have some prawns. So we're going with the prawn wonton, so it's all prawns. So you can use the prawns whole, or you can cut it up into small pieces, or you can actually chop it up like ground prawns. So use the egg to bind the wontons together. Just beat the eggs with a spoon. So this will be the binder for the wontons. So we just add a little sesame oil and soy sauce to the prawns. So these are store-bought wonton wrap. So just make sure you put the prawns in the center there. Use a bit of the egg to bind the wonton skin. So this way the wonton doesn't unravel during the cooking. So you can use meat such as ground pork. You can use ground chicken.
Let's see what we have in the fridge to make the filling. So I found this pork chop. So just cut off the bone. We'll use it for the soup stock. Cut up your pork chop into small pieces. Now you're ready to use your cleaver to chop up the pork chop into ground pork.
So put about half a teaspoon of salt in there. Put about half a teaspoon of sesame oil. Put a teaspoon of soy sauce. Half cup of green onions. And a handful of cilantro.
You can save a step by buying ground pork from the supermarket. For the next step, just put an egg into the mixture and mix all the ingredients together. Now it's time to put the filling into the wonton wrapper. Just put about a tablespoon or so. This is a simple way to fold a wonton. Just bring all the sides together and give the top a good twist. Then pinch to make sure the ingredients don't fall out.
Just give the chives a good wash and then cut off the ends if the chives are old. So after you wash the chives, cut the chives into small pieces. We have about 1 cup of chives here and 12 ounces of ground pork. Add a teaspoon of salt. A teaspoon of chicken base, which is also known as chicken soup base. So put a teaspoon of brown sugar. Put half a teaspoon of sesame oil. Add 1 egg, so the egg will help bind the ingredients. Add the chives in there. There's about a cup of chives right here. So mix the ground pork with the chives and the other ingredients. Put a little water around the corners of the wonton wrapper to make sure the wonton doesn't fall apart.
Now you can order the products and ingredients that I use in my cooking videos. Just click the link below in the description for the Chinese cooking accessory guide. You can order everything online, including the wok that I use and some of the equipment that I use. Today we're making spicy wonton with the homemade chili oil. So I've got 2 dozen wonton, which I made before. Put them in the freezer. So 2 dozen is enough for maybe 2 orders or 3 orders. So we're going to bring that to a boil. So wonton, you can cook them fresh or frozen like this. When you cook them frozen, it takes slightly longer. As you can see, The wontons are now floating to the top, so we're ready for the next step. So I've got about 2 dozen wonton here, so that's enough for 2 or 3 orders. So I have my own homemade chili oil, so I use 3 tablespoons of this homemade chili oil. I put in 2 tablespoons of this premium light soy sauce. So this is the light salty soy sauce, also known as regular soy sauce. And I like to put a little vinegar just for a little sour taste in there. So this particular brand is really good for this type of dish. So this is my own homemade chili oil. So you can check out my recipe for homemade chili oil. You can put more if you like. Some people like to put a lot more if you like it spicy. So because I make the chili oil myself, I know how strong it is. Just top up your chili wonton with some green onions. So just for show, you put it right there. There you have it, a simple recipe for spicy wonton with homemade chili oil. Enjoy. Thanks for checking out my video. Please like and subscribe. Any comments are always welcome. Take care and stay safe.